Hello everyone, welcome back to Hacking with Ken. So today's video is going to be a little different because I've been making videos on Linux administration, and yes, I know we were at day 8 and we learned a lot, but it's time to get back on penetration testing a little bit because we don't want to lose that too. That Linux administration, all the videos will really help you in covering the basic to advancement in Linux and will really help you in using the Linux. Okay, but if you're like still scared, I can't not use Linux, I mean, just go ahead and use it. Just overcome your fear. By the way, enough about Linux. We are going to talk about what tools and extensions you need as a penetration tester or ethical hacker. So these are the top extensions, and these are the extensions and tools that I personally use and I think serves great purpose in penetration testing and ethical hacking. Now, some of you may have different opinions. That's okay. I'm not here to criticize anyone's opinion. I'm just saying what I know, what I have experienced, what my experience is. I'm just saying that. Okay, if you have different opinion about something, you can tell me in the comment and we can discuss that. I mean, like a formal discussion. So first of all, for the Wi-Fi or wireless penetration testing or wireless hacking, okay, for Wi-Fi hacking or Wi-Fi pen testing, you are going to be needing only 1 to 2 frameworks. Now, which are, first of all, you're going to be needing this, the AirGiddon. AirGiddon is the built-in framework for the Wi-Fi penetration testing. It's literally one of the best frameworks out there for Wi-Fi. I mean, it has all the things, all the capabilities. It is the best framework I've ever seen. Like, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks. If you have watched my previous videos in AirGiddon, you probably know that it's the most easiest tool to use. You can just select the interface here, no air mode stuff going on, no air mode dumb or things like that. So for wireless, AirGiddon is your best choice. Now after that, if you want to use more stuff, then I would say the tool here is Fern Wi-Fi Cracker. Now this is one of the best tools out there too. It's really grateful in cracking the passwords, so you can just go ahead and use that. It's really amazing tool, like, to be honest, and it's automated too. Like, you can just select the interface there, and yeah, we can download the professional version if you are going to do that, but I'm not going to update it now. So this is enough for wireless. Let's go for the wired. Now wired has attacks like sniffing and spoofing. So there are 2 tools that you're going to be needing, and one is BetterCap. This is the Swiss knife army framework for this purpose. This is the ultimate framework, as AirGiddon is ultimate framework for Wi-Fi pen testing. This is the ultimate framework for layer 2 network attacks. So this is good for sniffing and spoofing. After that, there is another tool similar to BetterCap, its older version called AdderCap, but it's still better, Adder and better. But it's still the best. AdderCap has not lost its how can I say this, value. It is still one of the best tools in market. There is another one which is I really prefer, is MITM proxy. It's a little bit inconvenient for beginners. I think I don't have MITM proxy well installed. So, but it is one of the best tools out there for layer 2 network attacks. You can use that. I personally used it, but it's not good for beginners. So let's go over to the network scanning. For the network scanning, the only tool you'll ever need is Nmap. Nmap is one of the best out there. I mean, hands down, Nmap is literally one of the best network scanning tools out there, like hands down. And then you can use other tools like RustScan, which is based on Nmap but works faster, claims to work faster. I don't know if it works faster or not. I have used it, but I still think RustScan is not the best choice. There are other unicorn scan, rust scan, they all work on nmap. So yeah, and if you want there is another framework which do all the nmap scanning stuff for you. It runs vulnerabilities, it scans ports and all the stuff. It's called Sparta. Now Sparta is like I don't have, no, it's not Sparta, it's Legion, but logo is of Sparta. So well, I don't have it installed, but let's try install it. Sudo apt install Legion. Maybe I've uninstalled it probably, but you can install it. It's a really amazing tool. It's taking 5 MB, 5 megabytes. Okay, let's wait a few seconds, and that's really low speed, to be honest. That's not good, but still, I mean, Legion is like the nmap with the GUI version, and it identifies the vulnerabilities in the server you are scanning. You can just give it the IP and it will scan it for you. Now for, let's say you want to scan your whole network, just want to see if devices are alive or dead, there's a tool called rping, or there's another tool called mass scan. Now I don't have it right now, but you can use the mass scan too. Now rping, and there's another tool called advanced IP scanner. So these are really good tools. So this is about the network. So but as we go in the web, or for the web, what tools are you going to be needing? Well, I think for the web, when you go into the web, you only going to be needing few tools. First is for directory hunting, for enumeration stuff, you're going to be needing I literally love this. It's this tool called dir search. Now dir search is one of my favorite because it's the most basic. Okay, it's not showing in GUI. Let's check if it's available in CLI. Okay, dir search is available. So dir search is literally one of the best tools for basic beginners users. Now for fuzzing, you can also use wfuzz, and you can also use fuff. I really don't know how to pronounce it. Now these are really good tools too, but if you want, you can either use one of them. So these are like two different names for one same thing. So wfuzz and fuff, but let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Okay, so directory hunting, we saw that we can use dir search and fuff and wfuzz for fuzzing and stuff like that. But for scanning, we can either use Nikto too. Nikto is a really good tool for really comes in handy if you want to scan the web. Like you just put in the URL and it will scan it. Nikto comes in with a lot of options, with a lot of tools and extensions and plugins to scan the website. Now other than that, well, if you are doing bug bounty on website, now this tool will really help. Now for the bug bounty stuff, I only say use these two frameworks. Don't go into any other tools. The one is, you're probably familiar with Burp Suite. Now the Burp Suite is literally one of the best web apps bug bounty platforms out there. It's literally one of the best. And the second one is Zap. Now OWASP Zap is also one of the best frameworks as compared to Burp Suite. Now some people may ask that which is better, Burp Suite or Zap. I say both are really better, but the thing is they both work very different. Zap works as a Zap has kind of a lot of plugins outside. You can import your own plugins, but Burp Suite has good interface, has I mean, it has interface that anyone can understand. Zap has kind of like is kind of like difficult to understand at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's really cool. So it's just my opinion, because when I worked with Burp Suite, I didn't need much guidance, but when I worked with Zap, I needed some guidance, to be honest, how to use it. So this is basically for web. You are going to be needing these tools. Now why I'm telling you this, why I'm telling you that what tools you need and what extensions you need, so you won't go to the other tools, you won't download the fake scripts, you won't download any malwares, and you want to install like 6,000 plus tools to call yourself an ethical hacker. No. The person who is an ethical hacker is not someone who has a lot of hacking tools. It's someone who knows the concepts and techniques on how to do that. Okay, so you, like, if you keep these tools only in your Linux, you will save up a lot of space, and you can use that space in something else. So this is why I'm telling you. Okay, now these were some of the web. Now I think I'm forgetting something. Now let's talk about if you want to hide yourself, right? Let's say you are in the dark web or something, you are trying to spoof your IP and stuff like that. So there's a tool called proxy chains. Now proxy chains works with Tor mostly, so I use it with proxy chains. I use proxy chains with Tor. Now you can use the Tor service and integrate it with proxy chains. It's really easy, and proxy chains will use the Tor circuits and relays and will spoof your IP. So it's really good. It's like a built-in VPN. You don't need to pay for higher VPNs. Now let's say we covered web, we covered network, we covered wireless, and we also covered the main topics. Now in cryptography, in cracking the passwords and hashes, you are going to be needing these 3 to 4 tools. Now for password cracking, John, only John, not Johnny, not other stuff, just John. John is literally one of the best out there. If John cannot do the work for you, then Hashcat. Okay, Hashcat is literally the best. You are going to be needing these 2 tools for cryptography. Okay, and these are now comes built in with the hash to identify technique, so you don't have to identify hash yourself. Okay, and for the online password cracking, you're going to be needing Medusa. Here it is. And then the other tool called Hail Hydra, or Hydra, I like to call it Hail Hydra. So Hydra and Medusa are the only tools for online password cracking, which means you can use them to crack SSH passwords, FTP, HTTP and HTTPS, also SMB, and list goes on and on. So you get the hang of it. So for online password cracking, you can use these tools. And let's go over to the Steganography. For that, you're going to be needing, I don't think I have it right now, by the way. So I think StegHide. No, I don't have StegHide. But the tool is called the StegHide or StegoSuite. I will say use StegoSuite. It's much easier. It comes with a GUI interface. I deleted most of the tools because I didn't think I needed them. For metadata, you can use EXIF tool. Let's see if we have the EXIF tool. EXIF tool is really for metadata extraction. For Steganography, you can use StegHide and StegHide, Binwalk, or StegoSuite. It's really up to you. So these are the Steganography tool. Now for wordlists, what wordlists you are going to have? Well, I prefer Sacklist, because Sacklist comes with a lot of varieties, so you can use Sacklist for your purpose. Now I don't think I have Sacklist for now. Okay, I have Sacklist. So as you can see, it has a lot of wordlists for discovery, for fuzzing, for IOCS, for miscellaneous, passwords, pattern matching, payloads, usernames, web shells. It has a lot, like a lot, to be honest. So for wordlist, I will say Sacklist is your best choice. So let's say now let's go over to my favorite category, OSINT, or information gathering, or let's include all the OSINT, web OSINT, information gathering, and stuff like that. First of all, my favorite for OSINT is the framework Mariam. Now this is literally one of the for me it's a weird name for a framework, to be honest, because Mariam is a name in Muslim culture, like, so it's really one not so weird, but kind of like I'm not comfortable saying it. So it's literally one of the best frameworks out there. As you can see, it's the best OSINT framework. Still, I'm figuring out how to use it properly, but it's literally one of the best OSINT frameworks. And also for usernames, if you want to search your usernames, there's a tool called Sherlock. Now Sherlock is really one of the best. It just search user by username. And there is another tool for OSINT. It's Recon NG framework. Recon NG framework comes with a lot of techniques, and there is another framework which was I forgot the name. OSR framework. OSR framework, I think so. OSRF, I think, yeah, that was it. OSRF. So OSRF is also the OSINT framework, and you can check it out. So it's also, as you can see, there are a lot of here checkfi, and there is checkfi, there is domainfi, there is mailfi. Let's use mailfi or phonefi. You can use phonefi, searchfi. So as you can see, there are a lot of tools in OSR framework, so you can use them. For these are all for OSINT, like Sherlock for username, Mariam for other OSINT too. Mariam can be used for all the OSINT techniques, and Recon NG is literally the framework for all the OSINT techniques, for the web enumeration, for domain information, for web OSINT, for gathering or stuff like that, for basically all the OSINT. And OSRF, now these are the CLI tools. Let me show you one GUI tool which I really love. And there's also people also like to use Spiderfoot, but I don't like that. And there's a tool called Maltego. Maltego is literally one of the best out there for information gathering and stuff like that, if you want GUI version of something. Now these are enough about tools. Let's go over to the extensions, what extensions you are going to be needing, and let's go over it. So I'm just going to open a new tab, because this one will just literally open my own website and will make me seem like a narcissist. Now for the proxy, first of all, to set up the burp suite and zap, you're going to be needing some proxy. Now you can configure that by going into the Firefox setting or stuff like that, but for these Foxy proxy can save your time. Foxy proxy, you can configure the proxies and stuff like that. The cookie editor is one of the best when you're trying to do session hijacking and stuff like that, so it really comes in handy. So cookie editor just brings out all the cookies. Okay, so it just if you just want to see cookies, it just brings out cookies, right? So privacy badger just block all the trackers. Why it's not loading? Why is it not loading? Okay, let's click it again. I don't know, maybe some kind of problem. Okay, privacy badger just blocks all the trackers. And there we go. The other extension we're going to be needing, no, we are not going to be, I added this because I want to copy paste some stuff. ghunt is used for basically the Gmail information. You can use that. There is another extension here which I like to do. It's also the proxy. I forgot the name. It's what it is called. Wait, let's go over to it. Omega, Switchy Omega is its name. I know, I can say that it's good. And one of my favorite extension which I recently discovered, hackingtools. Now hackingtools is one of the best extensions, and as you can see, why is it the best? Let me show you. The payloads are at your fingertips. Like, let's say if I go over to the reverse shells, okay, let's say what is it? Okay, let's say the IP is something like that. I will just say IP is 192.168.100.1. now this is the my IP, okay, and port is 443, and shell is what I want to do is I can do bash, I can do cmd, I can generate PowerShell, and I can generate punch, and because we are in bash site, okay. So let's go /bin/bash, and let's go ahead and I think how to generate it. I think there should be a button to generate it. Wait, we selected red, right? We selected 44, okay, and we selected the IP. It should have given us the how can I say, the shell, but for some reason it's not. Okay, I don't know why, but as you can see, it's literally one of the best. But you can copy those shells out there and things like that. You can do base64 encoded, URL encoded, WURL encoded, depends upon you. So it generates, I don't know why it's not generating, like, to be honest. Okay, let's go to the full screen mode and let's see why it is not working. So maybe some kind of issue, maybe something like that. So let's what is this option? Okay, this just goes from above. Okay, /bash, let's select /bash. We already entered the port, we already entered the IP. Now why it is not giving me the reverse shell? Okay, maybe some sort of issue. Reverse shell, okay, we got it. Okay, by the way, when we go into the PHP, you can download, and attackers, we can download the PHP reverse shell. We can copy it and paste it, obscure and stuff like that. So you know, it's really good to have reverse shells on your fingertips. So you have all the things in your fingertips now. So here we go, and I think there must be a way to generate it. Okay, TDY, you can spawn TDY, basically the bash, okay, for the script. Useful Linux commands to find escalate your privileges, and you can escalate your privileges and stuff like that. There's a script which check for misconfigurations, you can check for it, and there are other commands that will help you in privilege escalation, right? So as you can see, as you go into the PowerShell, there are a lot of commands here, there are a lot of payloads available, transfer methods if you want to transfer some files, and LFI, for LFI is the vulnerability, and there's a lot of LFI parameters which you can use, and JS, this is the XSS, basically cross-site scripting, and this is the SQL injection, basically payloads, and this is data encoding. You can encode the data. You want to encode it base64 or decode it, and there is I don't know what's okay, it's for analyzing and encoding stuff like that. It's for hashing, it's get the hash and stuff like that. It can also crack using CrackStation. Feed RSS, it goes to exploit DB. You can just go ahead and go to that. So it's MSF builder, and this is really helpful. I mean, you can just copy and paste the commands if you want to. You can create payloads, viruses for basically, and malwares for every operating system. Let's say I want to create one for, is Android available? For Android, and architecture is 64. Okay, and the noobs, I don't know what is that. The extension would be what the extension use. The extension is used in APK, but APK is not available. Let's go with the ESP, I think so, and output file virtual.exe. What? Okay, I don't know why it's not working right now, but maybe some the update, but it really gives the answer usually. But it's still one of the best extension for me. I really love it. So there is a website, if you want to, if you're into web OSINT stuff, there is a website called URL scan.io. URL scan.io is literally one of the best for web OSINT stuff. You can just type the domain here and it will give you the information. Now I'm not going to do that. Also, this is all for today, and I think I've told you enough tools and extension for different purposes. If you want to know more, if I missed some topic, you can just comment me. We'll make a part of it. We'll discuss more extensions and tools. So also don't forget to try hack-tool extension. You can download it on Firefox. Also you can download it on your PC or Linux as a script, or you can host it and you can visit the official website. I really don't care what you do. So this is all for today, and I will see you guys in the next video.